on, guys? TJ here. Heading to my first morning call, which is down on the very, very southern end of the Grand Strand. But just wanted to, as I've been doing, just give everybody an update on what's going on. Still just learning everything I can. Kind of starting to feel like I'm hitting a little bit of my stride on the technician side. I'm really starting to recognize issues and different things that before I didn't, know exactly what to do or how that worked or whatever. I've been studying a lot lately. I've been just really taking it very, 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 very serious as possible. And trying to just squeeze in as much education as I can. And now I'm trying to focus on growing the business side of things. Looking at getting a shop and everything down here soon. And that's exciting. But one of the things I got to really talk about is Miss Ward. I recently stumbled upon a podcast that she did with Terry Chillionaire, I think it is. I gotta say, Miss Ward is a national treasure. I never knew. I've spoken to Miss Ward on a few occasions. When I first started my business in Pennsylvania, she would call, a couple times, and we spoke a little bit. But her telling her story and her background, I never knew about. Like, I knew she came from an automotive background. I knew she went to college and stuff, but I never knew kind of like the hardships and stuff that she went through in her life to get to where she is today. And I'll tell you, man, that just hearing that story inspired the crap out of me with the way that, she went through her struggles and always just stood tall and it was always 10 toes down on whatever problem she faced. I tend when I tend to run into problems, I tend to close up and retreat from it, and then go back and attack it after I go through my little situation. But I just really wanted to drop this video today to just talk about how much Miss Ward is an inspiration and needs to be protected at all costs. Just the things that she went through in life and how she came out on top to get to where she is. And man, that's just very inspiring. Very, very inspiring. I just listened to that podcast. I had to listen to that podcast twice. That's how like it gave me like some fire. Like, man, like, I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it. There's just certain things that you hear from people that you just needed to hear that. And, I listened to that podcast twice yesterday, and I just needed to hear that. And she just gave me that extra fire that I needed to keep pushing. Because, there's everybody has those days where they're out in the field and nothing's going right. And, nothing, you feel like you're stupid. You feel like you don't know what the heck you're doing out here. And, it's everybody has those days, and sometimes I question, like, am I cut out for this? Mechanical things and fixing things, that's not my natural talent. I've never been good with my hands, and, my mentor and the person I consider my father, he always tells me that, he always says, Jameek, which is my real name. He says, Jameek, you always tend to go for the things that are hard. You never go the easy route. You always tend to go and take the hard route to complete your goal, and you always get it done. So I always wanted to be somebody. As a kid, I always wanted to be somebody who's good with their hands, and that stems from being raised by two women. I have two mothers. My mom's gay, and I have two moms. So watching, my mom was okay with her hands, but there's just certain things that she couldn't do. And just watching all these people come in and, you know, chip her out of money, and she didn't know what was going on. Oh, you got to fix this plumbing, and you got to do this in her house. Growing up as a kid, you know, I always wanted to be the guy that could fix things in houses, and, you know how to fix things and work with my hands. Everybody that I looked up to was like the men around me that I looked up to were always, you know, guys that could come in and fix stuff, and they were always good with their hands. And, you know, it's not my natural talent, but, you know, it's something that I'm really passionate about. I love, my passion of mine and why I love refurbishing so much is I love taking things that somebody threw out and then making it something that's usable again, something that somebody can put in their house. And, you know, I can look back at that and say, man, I fixed that, you know. But it's a passion of mine. One of the first businesses that I started was picking up old broken video game consoles and fixing them and learning how to fix them through YouTube. And you know, that feeling I get after I fix something is not like nothing else. And that feeling that I get once there was something that I couldn't figure out, and I finally gotten it figured out. You know, that's like no better feeling than that. You know, so I just wanted to quickly give a shout out to Miss Ward and thank her for sharing that story, because it really put life into perspective for me. I know I'm a little bit all over the place with this one, but yeah, this is just, I just wanted to upload this video just to shout out Miss Ward. I will never ever call her by her first name. She will always be Miss Ward to me. So that's how much respect I have for that woman. But if you haven't heard that podcast, go and listen to that, man. It inspired me. So hope you guys keep getting out there and grinding, keep doing this appliance repair thing, because appliance repair is the future. The trades are the future. So you guys get out there and make some money today and get inspired. Peace.